Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, episodes 41 and 42. So we're back with two more episodes today. And yeah, I'm excited to get into more of this. Now, I do know what the first one is called, just because it was spoiled for me last time by one of you guys, unfortunately. I do know the first episode is called Villain's Night In. And the last episode I reacted to last time was Villain's Night Out, which implies that this episode is going to be involving Boxman's robots and Fink. Just doing their thing while Boxman and Venomous and all of them are on the yacht and shit. I'm just gonna say, for future reference and stuff, please do not tell me this kind of thing. Do not tell me if, like, I stopped at an episode early because the next one is connected to that one or something like that. Don't tell me, whether or not, the episode's title is similar. Don't tell me any of that. Don't tell me anything. I count that kind of stuff as spoilers, and especially when you tell me what the episode's title is. You guys know that I try to remain as spoiler-free as possible, and telling me something like that is a spoiler, just not even a question. So yeah, that is a big problem. And that doesn't mean that this episode will be bad, but I really wish I wouldn't have known that ahead of time. You know? So please, just for future reference, you can comment and stuff, but just do not leave spoilers like that. Just be careful about that kind of thing. But I don't know what the second episode we're going to react to today is, so there's that, at least. And I don't know what they're going to do. While they're at, while they're waiting for Boxman and Venomous to return, basically. But it does mean we get more Shannon, and that's always welcome. So yeah, I'm excited to see what more this series has to offer. And honestly, I have a little less time than I would hope because I'm getting started a little later than I wanted to. And I have some other stuff to get to, such as mowing the backyard and everything. So we should just get right on this. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, excuse me, sorry about that, holy crap. Follow the link down in the description below to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. So let's just go from the first episode and then the second, of course. So first off, we had Villain's Night In, which, yeah, exactly as I said, was the robots and Fink. It was fun. They're playing all these games, just trying to hang out and stuff. Yeah, the entire scene with the TV and the fact that they're watching Boxmore's homemade videos and shit, and it's like it came off as a major brainwashing thing, and it's like even Fink was disturbed by it. It's like, that's not right. But it's kind of what we expect as viewers from this point, because we know how that all works with these characters. But yeah, the wacky things they were trying to do and everything. And And then Fink escapes. Apparently, Fink has this collar that when she puts these, like, I think she called them glorbs in it, it powers her up. Um, and so she escaped. She went down the toilet drain, which led to a funny joke about, I didn't know rats could actually do that. I thought that was an urban legend. That was funny. That was legitimately funny. But yeah, she did that, and they chased her somehow through the pipes. I have no idea how that worked. But she invaded Lakewood Plaza Turbo. They chased her through, and yeah, they ended up getting booted back to Boxmore, and right in time for Boxmore and Venomous to get back. And Venomous was not upset by it. He seems to have like this kind of actually pleasant relationship with Fink, where she's kind of like this daughter figure to him instead of just a minion. And he's like the way he's handling her at the end of this episode. It's like he's holding her almost kind of like this beloved child or pet, and he's like talking nicely to her and about her and stuff. And it's like it's actually really cute. um, and to see Shannon and Daryl actually get something too. The other robot was in this one too. I cannot remember her name. The one who wants to be human. Um, you know who I'm talking about. The like little. It's kind of like a cat. I cannot remember her name for the life of me right now. But she had a little appearance in this during the Golden Robot game, which was basically red light, green light, that kind of thing. Or similar at least. Which is a fun game, like all things considered. When you're a kid playing that game, like I played that all the time. Yeah. It's fun, it's entertaining, it does take some willpower to actually hold still at those points. Especially when you're a kid. And the robots here are kind of kids, let's be honest. Um, but yeah, it was a fun episode. It was cute. But then we get to the second episode here, and this one was this meta fourth wall breaking episode that kind of painted OKKO as, well, as a series. And KO, Enid, and Rad are actors portraying fictionalized versions of themselves. And so they're on this show to kind of react to the pilot. And I had never seen the pilot. And I mean, obviously, watching this, we didn't get to see it all the way through. But it's like, that's an interesting concept. The only problem is I feel that would be a season finale concept. And this isn't the season finale. There's still a good number of episodes left. So it's a little weird to me that they had that this isn't the season finale. But then again, I think some of these episodes might have been posted like out of order. Keep in mind, I'm reacting to them in the order that they are on the website I use, so I can't help that. This might have technically been the final episode of the season. But yeah, this definitely felt like it could have been a good season finale episode. Just this kind of non-canon, fourth wall breaking meta episode, just to kind of have fun and bring things back to where all of this began with the pilot. It was a fun idea, seeing the idea like that they were again actors portraying all of this, and that the bloopers part was funny. The idea that they were having these quarrels with each other about how their performances were going or whatnot. It was a fun idea. And as for the episode itself, just in terms of an entertainment factor, I thought it was fairly entertaining. Not as much so as some of the other episodes, for sure, especially that episode where Shannon falls in love with Rad. That was just so hilariously ridiculous. But it was still fun. It was definitely an entertaining episode. I like how it started off like it was going to be this program run by Crinkly Wrinkly, and then this other chick just like stole the show, literally. Like that was fun. And then the I like the different designs they went with for the casual outfits of the three. That was actually really funny because because I've seen these kind of interviews. In fact, just the other week, I went to see the movie Tolkien. I went to a an early showing, an early screening of the movie Tolkien, which is the biographical drama based on the life of J.R.R. Tolkien, the writer of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings books. I went with my Hobbit Bible study group, actually. So we went and saw that, and after the screening of the movie, there was a special live interview with Stephen Colbert and the director and cast of the movie. Because, you know, Stephen Colbert is a massive Lord of the Rings fan. And the cast, obviously, seeing them in the movie in these costumes and the makeup and stuff, and then seeing them in their like more casual clothes and hairstyles and whatnot, it's like, yeah, they look different. And seeing that on here, translated to OKKO here, with the different hairstyles and stuff, the unique clothing and all, it was a nice touch. It really felt like real in that sense. And I really appreciated that. Um, I also love the Daryl joke. The idea that Daryl has this excessively deep voice and that Rad is actually the one doing all of his voice dubbing, that was hilarious. um, that's just really funny. That's a good joke. Um, and yeah, it's interesting that apparently Boxmore wasn't really in the pilot from what I gathered from this, and that it really, I mean, Shannon wasn't there. It was really only Daryl. I mean, Boxmore and all them were mentioned and all, but weren't really a part of it. And apparently the plot was that KO thought Rad was the bad guy, I guess the one who messed up the sign. And in fact, it was really Daryl who had been actually hired by Gar to fix the sign, and he fixed it. I like how some of the characters clearly didn't look any different either. Like Mr. Gar looked exactly the same, pretty much. Um, Obviously, our main characters look the same. I think I saw who was supposed to be Carol, and she definitely looked different. Um, but there are some other characters in the background, like Red. Red looked different. Or no, no, Red actually looked very much the same. Not. I think I saw Real Magic Skeleton, and he looked pretty much the same. A lot of the background characters looked pretty accurate to how they look now. It was a lot of the main characters, a lot of the big ones that look different. Um, I do like how they brought up the noses thing, how their noses have changed and shit. Oh, and then there was the Looney Tunes style animation jokes. That was ridiculously funny. All in all, I thought these were two very good episodes. They weren't the best, but I did enjoy them. And yeah, I just feel like the second episode here, though, would have been better as a season finale, but it might have been meant to. I mean, again, it might just be out of order on the website I use. So I actually kind of want to check that now. Let me see. Uh, List of OKKO episodes. I'm only going to look at season 1, of course. I'm going to only glance at the episode titles just to make sure. I mean, okay, this is showing it like as if that TKO episode, these are showing it as if that were 2 episodes, which it's not. That still irritates me. So by that logic, it does show Villains Night In and Let's Watch the Pilot as 41 and 42, in terms of like how it actually should be. So I guess, yeah, that is just how it is, and there are a bunch of episodes left after this. Okay. That's interesting to know. Also, I don't think I mentioned this when I reacted to it because I didn't realize. I don't know, but I'm just gonna mention now. I see it here because in that Captain Planet episode, Kwame was voiced by LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow fame and all, and I think he was in Star Trek as well. I was never huge into Star Trek, but that's really fun. That's great. I just saw it here while I was like going through the episodes and all. But yeah, so the episodes seem to be pretty accurate in terms of, placement and all. Also, according to this, Villains Night Out and Villains Night In were both released on the same day, which I mean kind of makes sense. MOP's actually done episodes like that, where they were like two parts of the same episode, seeing both sides. Season 3 had 2 episodes like that. There was the one where Spike was taking care of the pets, and then he was taking care of all the pets because the main 6 were headed to the Crystal Empire to try and get the Equestria Games to be held there. And then the other episode was the main 6 at in the Crystal Empire. 2 very underrated episodes, in my opinion. And funny enough, most people think the Spike with the pets one is better than the Crystal Empire one. I actually am completely opposite on that, but that's not the point here. Just those are 2. It's the similar kind of style where they're 2 episodes taking place during the same time, but 2 separate sides of the story, basically, following 2 different sets of the characters, which is fun. It's a fun, interesting concept to do with episodes, and I honestly kind of wish shows would do it more. But yeah, either way, these were some good episodes today. Again, not the best, but good still, nonetheless. Tell me what you thought in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles,